Starting like no one stunner. She curved me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like no sucker.
Back in week 4, the Bengals lost their last game against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 30.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to start them out when you do that.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe
touchdown Bengals? A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. That's all. That's all. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on second down. Murray, and he will find his man on the outside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a handoff looking right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, It'll set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action. Jackson. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, Dwayne, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd been to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Murray to air it out again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Throwing again, Murray. Caught on the slant. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So we've reached well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 38, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And some room to roam now. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
.54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Hands it off out of the gun, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down at 7. To throw is Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down at 5. Murray going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Murray now on 1st down. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
To try again after the sack, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Jackson to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the 5. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now the Bengals down by 4, a little under 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.